Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me in this all signs tarot card reading today. I mean, we got tarot cards, we got archetypes, we got oracles, so it's a reading. On this channel, if you're new here, we have a tendency to experience messages of encouragement and absolutely positive vibes and confirmation. So if that sounds like your vibe, then thank you for joining. I appreciate the company. All right, I've already pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and cut the decks together and see what comes up. The village. It's time to move on, fam. The hometown, the family, the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels the most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present any time we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its perimeters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. It's time to go. It's time to expand. I'm getting Three of Wands vibe, right? Like you've been doing all of this transformation, right? And you're ready to explore. Maybe you're not sure quite yet of where to go, but something tells me that that's still yet to come. You'll figure it out soon enough. It's okay. Let's move on to the oracle cards and cut this deck now. Hey, how's that for a happily ever after? Nice. I actually feel like pulling one more. Yep. There we go. Interesting. It's like there's still something. There's still something. I don't know if you're dealing with regret or if you think that there's still something you need to do before you can move on. And fam, what if in the most important ways you already have? You've already outgrown this, right? Are you open to that being possible? No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. And we've been seeing this card recently. So I'm going to go ahead and speak on what I feel it's showing up for. There's something you're trying to fix. There's something you're trying to make up for. Maybe you feel like you need to atone for something. And honestly, I feel like it's not what you think. I feel like that's what these other cards are trying to coax you into understanding, is whatever you feel like you need to atone for, that you need to be forgiven for, you need to learn how to forgive yourself for things said as reactions to abuse, things done in survival mode that not only did you never mean to do, but you will never do again. Like, if you're learning from your mistakes, then why are you still feeling the need to experience consequences? If you're learning your lessons, I've never understood this testing thing that people like to put on life and God and whatnot. I think that if you've learned your lessons, you're going to live as such. And it's time for you to learn how to trust yourself, how to trust the process. I feel like you've been trying. You've been working on that. And I feel like this card coming up is encouragement, is letting you know what you're doing is working. And now is time to move on, okay? Stop beating yourself up. You didn't get there on your own. It's like I feel like someone was pushed. Like I keep feeling this pushing, right? You did what you needed to do. My nail reflected on the crystal and it scared the poop out of me. I don't know. Moving on. It's clarification time. All right, listen. This is YouTube. We're going to lighten it up a little bit, okay? That's just how I roll. If it's not for you, that's okay. It's for me. All right. I like to think of the tarot portion of the program as a story. So what is chapter 1? Ooh, see? Looky, it's time to have fun again, fam. There's a fish in that cup. It's like they're having a conversation. Like, what? Allow yourself to feel joy and freedom and silly. All right? I don't know if you weren't allowed to have a childhood, so you don't know those sensations. You don't know that freedom of carefree. But it's time for you to figure that out. It's time for you to stop beating yourself up, because the past is the past. And it's time to move on. Your future is right here in the palm of your hand, fam. There are no floggings at dawn. At least not tomorrow. Moving on to chapter 2. See? There we go. I like to think of this as a reminder to freaking meditate. Some people don't like meditating. Sometimes it's a matter of you haven't quite found the right form of such for you. Maybe music can help you. Maybe you've been doing the guided meditations. You've been doing the blah, blah, blah. Maybe you need to turn that off. Maybe you need to turn off the music. Maybe you need to follow your breath and your heartbeat and lose track of time to it. At least try, right? But if that hasn't worked because your mind is constantly racing and stuff, then maybe guided meditation is for you. Either way, you need to shut out the world. You need to get the sound of other people's voices out of your head. You need to remember the sound of your own heartbeat. You need to train your subconscious on how to speak to you the way you want to hear it, okay? Your subconscious, I talk about this a lot. Your subconscious doesn't care. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have bias. It's regurgitating everything it is taught, right? Like sometimes we wake up from dreams like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it's, well, something put that shit in there, huh? And it may be coming out in very weird ways that's at times not meant to make sense because it's your subconscious, man. You know what I mean? This is about tuning into yourself, putting away the swords because you have no one to battle with anymore. including yourself. But if you need to, that other sword is still right there. You have a right to defend yourself. And I feel like that takes us back to this card and something that you said that you're kind of regretting and that you're holding a grudge against yourself for. That's just not necessary. You have a right to your own emotions and your own opinions. You don't need to absorb those of others. And you deserve to be, like, you know, it's like honoring your emotions. And the fact that as humans, we're meant to have emotions. There are always going to be exceptions to the rule, depending on your diagnoses and such. You know what I mean? Be an exception. I'm cool with it, as long as you're not being a douche nozzle. No one needs a douche, Barb. Talk to your doctor, okay? Like, seriously. Whatever it looks like for you, whether it's therapy, and may you have all the options. May you be able to recognize, oh, this person's just collecting a check, whether it's from your own pocket or your insurance, right? Find someone else. It's not that easy for a lot of people. A lot of people, especially if you're in a government program and such, for medical and such, it's really freaking difficult, actually. May you have all of the options. May you be able to figure out what works for you, okay? And then again, maybe you've moved on past this point and I need to stop dwelling on the second chapter. Moving on to 3. Ooh, see? The King of what? See? The King of Wands has survived that trial by fire, has been through so much, and has flown out of the flames, shaken ash off of his wings, and has a salamander to symbolize being impervious to fire. The wands are passion, their courage, determination, right? You know deep down who you are and who you've always been meant to be, what the things that you've longed to do, right? It can also be love and, you know, that kind of passion. Or there may be, you know, if you're not masculine or divine masculine, maybe there's someone coming into your life who knows what you're going through, who can help balance things for you, who can help be an example for you. But I get the feeling that this is what you need to embody. Be bold, be brave, because you are capable. You've been doing the thing, right? And I think that the fact that there is a salamander, kind of, I mean, you can be kind of silly, you know what I'm saying? But that water is not allowed to dampen your flame, okay? There's a flame within you that even you may have tried to put out at times. And maybe for a while you felt that it was gone. And something has come along to reignite it. That's chapter 4. Oh, yeah, haste. This is the quickest night of the tarot. Whatever message is coming through, whatever you've been trying to manifest and you have sent out into the ether and are trying to claim, boosh, it's coming in hot, fam. Right? This knight knows like what they've been sent out to do, what their purpose is, and they are not fucking around. All right? There's that determination, right? This has all been planned out. This has all been figured out. This is a very quick-paced, like, hasty, no bullshit version of the Chariot card is how I'm feeling about it right now. There's no major arcana yet. Just a lot of royalty and meditations. A lot of, like, 2 swords going on. What's going to come up underneath the Page of Cups? Hey, look at that. Well, I guess some love is coming into your life there, fam. Look at that. Your cup overfloweth. See, in learning, okay, that's not for me. You're accepting what is, what you want, not other people, not what they told you to do, because you tried that and it didn't freaking work out. Otherwise, you wouldn't need to remember the sound of your own heartbeat. You wouldn't need to remember your hopes and dreams. This can also be a peace offering. But this is definitely a gift from the divine. You asked for something. You've been needing something that you've been unsure of how to go about on your own. And you need to understand that it's okay to be open and to receive help. It's okay to open your heart and to not only love, but be loved. You've learned a lot. You've been through so much, and you've learned a lot. And don't forget that this says, how's that for happily ever after? The fact that you can still love is pretty dang incredible, fam. It's nothing to be ashamed of, that's for sure. There's nothing wrong with love. You loved and you cherished. And whatever they did, it's not for you to be held accountable for. You know, like so many times, so all too often, I mean, we can like take the hit ourselves, like, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I give that person a chance? How, after everything I have learned, how did that person get through? It wasn't love that hurt you, fam. It was that person on their path, doing their bullshit, doing what they were capable of. And it shouldn't determine what you're capable of, because you're you. And you got your own thing going on, your own lessons learned and experiences, right? So maybe it's someone you're going to realize that they really make you laugh. They make you lose track of time and forget all the crap. And that can be scary, right? Been there, done that, right? But what if this is it? What if this is someone who is able to match your vibe? Because these aces, like that symbology is for reasons, fam. What comes up underneath the Four of Swords? It's been a difficult journey, cycle. It's felt like such a burden, and you've been in burnout mode, but you're almost there. You're almost there. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts. Something tells me everything is about to change, because this is a new cycle. Look at that. We have so many cards that are showing us that it's time for something new. That you've come out the other side. That you're more than capable of these incredible things that you want to live. This incredible life that you want to live. Funny how that's Castle. And we have all this going on. There we go. What did I say? This person is wearing red and they're bound in white. White is a color of innocence and purity. Or, you know, like a blank canvas. You've been torturing yourself. It's like you've isolated yourself, so guarded. But what did I say? How are you getting from here to here? Why would you choose this rather than this? What if you didn't actually do anything wrong? You've been more than capable this whole time. What if you had a right to call bullshit? You tried. You worked so hard for everything to be okay. Please don't get in your way. Get out of your way. It's time to heal. Not self-inflict. Seriously, what if you didn't do anything wrong? You may have noticed I don't really do reversals because I feel like the message will come through. Like if I take something out, it's happened before where I'll take something out, I'm like, what the heck? All right, apparently that's reversed, you know. And sometimes I do feel the urge to flip them. But in case you're new here, thank you for your patience if you've heard me say this before. But we can't see their hands, right? As far as I'm concerned, they're holding those ropes. And they can drop them at any time. Take off the blindfold and see the path. There are no more obstacles, fam. So please get out of your own way. It's time to live again. It's time for this cycle of pain to be over. Please let it go. You don't deserve this. You deserve to sit on a golden throne. Passions and courage intact. Your spine intact. That's a white horse. And there's more red. Don't imprison yourself anymore. Use this chance for enlightenment, okay? Notice that there's no hanged man. Because I feel like the hanged man's the same situation where their hands are behind them as well. We can't see them. We don't know what they got going on back there. They could be twiddling their thumbs. Yes. I mean, why not? And 4 goes into 8, right? What's coming up underneath the Knight of Swords? How do we have this on one side and then this is our ending? How do we have these initial chapters and such and then we end here? Should these be flipped? What do you think? Because whenever I see this, if you're returning, you know, I think the door is right here. Because they're in movement. They keep going, even without shoes in the snow, even with all these wounds. Right? Maybe you've been having a dark night of the soul, you know. Christmas is coming up. It is December now at the time of filming this. Maybe some ghosts of the past have been swinging on through. It's time for healing. Whatever it was, it doesn't get to claim the rest of your life, okay, fam? You have so many incredible opportunities and an end of a cycle right there in the palm of your hand. Why aren't you extending it? Why aren't you open to receive? Why do you keep torturing yourself? What's the epilogue? Hey, there's that balance. We have the masculine, we have the feminine, we have pain, we have humor and love. I keep hearing that song I keep hearing like Long Hard Road Out of Hell every time I see the 10 of Wands lately. It's taken a lot of work, a lot of courage, a lot of drive and determination. You're so close, fam. You're so close. And this queen has clarity now. She's still able to nurture. She's able to hear the opinions of others and not be so easily swayed. You know what I mean? What if, like, were you a people pleaser? Just trying to make people happy? Just trying to be silly and make them giggle, and maybe they'll be nice to you. They'll care for you and match your energy, but they weren't capable. And that is on them. This is you and the rest of your life. And you deserve joy. You deserve love and feeling fulfilled. You deserve your happily ever after, fam. And your balance. Energy is energy, no worries. Balance. What's on the bottom? Wow. You know, not making a choice, not doing anything, in a way, is a choice. It's not the same as this, but it can be a bit too much like this. There's a difference between, I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to see this anymore. I'm tired of the red flags. I'm tired of the crap. Humans are going to human, and I'm sick of it. And closing yourself off from the things you want, from what you desire, from your joy and happiness and balance. It's right there. Something is coming up with a quickness. And if you're too caught up in the pain in the past, you won't be open to receive. So this, while it's a lot of encouragement, it's also a bit of a warning, fam. Maybe you need to move. Maybe you need to get away from everyone you've ever known and remember that joy of exploration again. But please be safe. Keep your wits about you. You've learned so much. Both of these beings have been through so much. And they have their wits about them. They still have that fire. But now, with everything you've learned, there's clarity. Trust that. And stop using these swords against yourself, please. Put them up on a wall. Stop isolating yourself so fiercely that nothing can reach you. Even the good stuff that is trying to come in. This is the end of the cycle. This is the end of the chapter. There's so much here that's like, yeah! And yet, you're still holding back. Why? You don't deserve that. What are the extra notes? Tell the mirror. I keep saying that when people are mean, when people are being cruel, that they can take it to the mirror. What is it that you need to say to yourself in the mirror? Do you need to start doing affirmations while looking yourself in the eye? Do you need to look at yourself and say, I love you? Insert name here. I love you. I believe in you. You are one of one. There are no comparisons, and you do deserve all of the good that is trying to reach you. You do, fam. 120,000%. Mind over matter. There we go. Mind over matter. Want over need. Because it's all good. Hey! We keep seeing this card. Oh! Three Little Birds by Bob Marley and the Wailers. I highly recommend the song. I have a tendency to sing that to myself, like when I'm first waking up. I like to begin with positive vibes, affirmations, a great song, a little bit of a dance and a ditty, you know what I mean? D-I-T-T-Y, thank you. I have no idea what's been going on with that freaking guy. But I hope that everyone's okay and healing and receiving their justice. Maybe something about that resonates with you. Fam, I wish you the best. If you were a hugger, I would hug you right now. Either way, I share positive vibes. However, you know, whatever equivalent, whatever you're cool with, I can respect that. Oh, thank you so much for joining me too. I really do appreciate the company. I appreciate that you stuck it through to the end. And I really do wish you the best. It's time to enjoy the rest of your life. It's time to retrain your subconscious once and for all. And that takes a lot of work. But your mind should not be your prison, okay? And you are never truly lacking. Everything is at your fingertips. And always remember that I love you.